How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of triple IPA, hopeful goodness, in the form of Ocelot Brewing and Meridian Pint. It is They're Talking Backwards. Triple IPA. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had an Ocelot beer. I forget the last time I had an Ocelot beer. Actually, I think it came from where this beer came from, which is my buddy Tom Beam. Thank you very much, Tom. I just went out to New York, hang with my buddies, Tom, Brad, a couple guys do some podcasts, and we ended up hanging out, and yeah, what happened? Me and Brad ran around like assholes. Tom yelled at fucking pizza delivery guy. It was just your typical fantastical awesome stuff, but he dropped off a couple cans for me. Oh, thank you, brother. And this is one of them. Talking backwards, I should say. Triple India Pale Ale. This was canned on 22 days ago. So 3 weeks old. It says here, it's a triple IPA collaboration brewed with Meridian Pint. Never heard of them before. And it says a Citra Simcoe Mosaic. There you go. Maris Otter and Pilsen malt. So Maris Otter, typically a barley wine thing. And House Ale yeast. Number 2, 11% alcohol by volume. Done and done. Label-wise, it's cool. You know, it's got a waveform on it. And, you know, I dig Ocelot's label, so. Yeah, Maris Otter. Should come out a little bit darker than what you'd expect, you'd think. Well, not really. Depends on how much is in there. You know. Anyways, so yeah, Ocelot, what I've had from these guys has been pretty damn good stuff, so kind of excited. What do we have? Yeah, it's that haze, baby. Got the haze for days. Not the most like dense beer you'd ever imagine. It's kind of more washed of orange as opposed to that rich orange core with the kind of cataract-y edges. But definitely soapy on the edges. Has a tight compact bubbles under that rim, and it's neither fluffy nor creamy. It's somewhere floating in between. So let's get a nose. Yeah, icky sticky weed. OJ pineapple. There's a spiciness to it, so it's almost coming off slightly spicy in the way kind of a rye beer kind of works for me. I mean, you're talking about Maris Otter and Pilsen malt, not necessarily a spicy malt. But Maris Otter can have a little bit of kind of caramelly vibes to them, and that can kind of do a little bit of that spicy stuff, at least in my brain. But yeah, generic fruit medley, leaning tropical, citrus and tropical, with that kind of icky sticky weed thing floating around the edges. Nothing too dank. You know, it's not Beasters, but it's not super high-end, somewhere in between. It smells nice. It smells nowhere like a triple IPA. Let's put it that way. It smells more like a, what would that be? Kind of like a, yeah, probably more like a single IPA. Actually, notifications just came up on my phone. That's why I'm stuttering anyway. I usually turn my, like, whatchamacallit off. If you ever watch reviews of mine, I do them all on my phone, by that way. And if you ever hear like bleep, bleep, that annoying tone that phones make, that's because I forgot to turn my internet off, Wi-Fi and internet. So while I'm doing this, I'm actually looking at my phone, so I don't look off camera or any shit like that. And I get distracted easily. Shiny shit affects this guy. Cheers. That's sweet. Oh yeah, that's sweet. Big, huge sweetness. It's not like a super hard rock candy sweetness, though. It's getting there. It's very sweet. It's a very kind of like, okay, put way too much powder in that drink kind of sweetness. So it's like, take Sunny D. If someone's like, I have Sunny D, and be like, let's put a scoop of orange Gatorade in there just to make it extra special. It's that kind of sweet. So it's got a big, huge sweetness to it. 11%. We're not surprised at that level of sweetness, but it's definitely there. Nice mouthfeel, nothing dense, but nothing thin. That weed bittering has more become like a stocky tomato pulling weediness. That's it. Yeah, just kind of just really sweet, really fruit juicy in a way that kind of mixed powdery drink fruit juicy is. Generic bittering that comes in more weed stocky, weed pulling as opposed to smoke and weediness. And a nice mouthfeel that is neither creamy nor fluffy nor thin or whatever. It's just kind of dense. That's it. That's all there is to it. Really just not a great beer, but not a bad beer. It's just kind of, you know what it tastes like outside of the few people that really pull off triple IPAs and do it well. You know what I mean? Like the other halves of the world, those kind of breweries, the Equilibriums of the world. This just tastes like a triple IPA to me. And there's two worlds of thought when it comes to those triple IPAs, especially kind of new versus old. There's the old super malty ones like your Devil Dancers of the world, and there's ones like these. So it's nice. It shows a lot of fruit juiciness, but since it gets so sweet, that fruit juiciness comes off as more of just a huge, cloyingly sweetness. It's very kind of sugary, powdery, which just doesn't do it for me, to be perfectly honest with you. So, not a bad beer. I can see a lot of people turned on by this. It's just more personal preference. I don't like my triple IPAs. I mean, listen, we're getting a triple IPA. We expect it to be sweet, but I don't like it this kind of sweet. Maybe I should be saying it that way as opposed to too sweet. This kind of sweet. It's more kind of, it's borderline on that saccharine sweetiness that is just so sweet that it's just kind of like off-putting. It doesn't necessarily get to that point, but it's very, very close. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better triple IPAs I've had as of late? No, not for me. Like I said, it has to have that extra kind of over-the-top sweetness, that saccharine sweetness. It just doesn't do it for me. So for me, no mas. Value and availability, no idea. It's Ocelot, so I assume it's brewery only. And how much? No idea either. And leave you with, if you like what you like this. If you like those big kind of sweet triple IPAs, if you like your beers to skew sweet, this one is gonna do all you proper. But for me, it's hard to get disconnected for how sweet and what kind of sweet this beer is. So if you don't like your beers to, one, be overly sweet, and B, that kind of super kind of saccharine sweetness, then it's just probably not going to be your kind of beer. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little triple IPA right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.